Vision cards are the biggest barrier to new players becoming competitive in War of the Visions. Many cards are time limited or just haven't been featured on banners after their initial release. Not to mention that shards to upgrade the vision cards are hard to come by. The best approach to vision cards is to plan for the future and target cards that are upcoming. It's also generally good for a new player to pull for a vision card that comes out with a new unit if that's all you have to pair with them. So why are vision cards so important? They provide stats for your characters just for equipping them. Watch out in particular for uncommon stats like AP, Agility, Dexterity, Luck, Defense, and Spirit. For example, the FFVIIR Vision card gives 4 Agility to the user when equipped in the main slot. Vision cards also provide buffs to your entire party and to the individual to whom the card is equipped. These are called party and bestowed effects. Once you get a character to max limit break in level 99, you can actually equip 2 vision cards. However, the second card will have its stats and effects reduced. Certain effects aren't reduced as much as others, making them great sub-vision cards. For example, Golem gives 25% HP to your party when put in the main slot. In the sub-slot, however, it still gives 20% HP. Other effects aren't so great. Take Death Machine's 20% AoE resistance, one of the most important stats in the game. Only 30% of the buff is retained, therefore Death Machine in the sub-slot only gives 6% AoE resistance. Some good party effects to include in a sub-slot would be HP, Dexterity, Crit Evade, Acquired AP Up, and any status ailment resistance. Other effects have more of a reduction in quality, but can still be great for subslots like Attack, Magic, Luck, Crit Rate, and others. Acquired JP Up, which you might see on a lot of the free handout vision cards, takes no penalty to be in the subslot. Similarly, damage cap increases have no penalty, which is perfect for setting up a PvE team. Let's talk about leveling vision cards next. UR vision cards will need 275 shards to reach max level. Once a VC reaches max level, it unlocks an additional party effect. Always level your new vision cards to max level during their banner unless you have a plan to build them slowly over time. During a card's banner, you can find their shards in the shop or the Whimsy shop. Once a banner is over, you can farm a single shard per day from the hard quests, and you can also grab shards in the Mog shop by using monthly Mog medals or select tickets. When awakening a vision card, you have the option to use a different item called an Orb of Envisionment. You want to use these whenever possible for UR vision cards instead of the Rainbow Vision Spheres, since that is shared with units. However, for any vision cards that are lower than the UR rarity, do not use Orbs of Envisionment on them. Instead, use the affected orb for that rarity. Those are very common and can be acquired easily. There are several types of vision cards in the game that you should know about. The original type of vision card, let's call them vanilla cards, had very few restrictions and can generally be used in any party. We also have elemental vision cards that can only be used by specific elements. And finally, we have these relatively new job-based vision cards which give their effects to specific jobs. Make sure you check who can use your vision card when you put it into a formation, or you may not be able to take advantage of all the effects. Because many vision cards are elementally restricted, we see a lot of mono-elemental teams currently. However, soon we may see some teams centered around fist units using job-based vision cards. Two of the most important stats in the entire game are unit attack resistance and AoE resistance. These affect how much damage you can take from single target and group attacks. These resistances cannot currently be penetrated, unlike something like slash resistance, for example. Most parties like to include the vision cards in the first slots that increase your party's single target and AoE resistance by 20% each. Every element has these cards, but there are some neutral cards that give these effects as well. For example, if you get the Odin Vision card, make sure to put it in your hard quest list, as this will give you 20% single target resistance to any unit. When the Christmas units rerun, consider pulling for the Winter Holiday Party Vision card, as it gives 20% AoE resistance to any unit. Otherwise, you can look for the elemental or job-based vision cards that can provide these effects, based on the elements or the jobs that you'd like to play in the future. Another very important stat in War of the Visions is agility. The Black Rose of the Battlefield Vision card gives 15% agility to any unit regardless of their element or their job. It's a very good pickup, and if you manage to pull for it, make sure you do the hard quest for it every single day. New players that start War of the Visions today will receive several valuable vision cards. Chocobo, Ifrit, and Ramu come with solid espers, but the vision cards themselves are very powerful and will be level 1 when you get them. They are good candidates to put into your hard quest list unless you pull something else that's more important to you. The free Anniversary and Addison Ray vision cards either come with their 275 shards needed to awaken them fully, or they can be acquired from bingo boards. I recommend maxing all of these cards as they will be great for your team for a long time. The First Step to Glory VC is particularly great as the party effect is 25% HP up, which works very well as a sub-vision card. You will also receive several lower rarity max level vision cards that are pretty interesting. Let's take a look at them now. The first one is Secret Orders, which gives slash attack up to the entire party. It also gives agility up on the bestowed effect, which is pretty useful. Great Detective Little Leela gives 15% magic up, which is okay for a party effect. But the bestowed effect of 25 accuracy up is actually pretty powerful. Vow of Love is a good card that gives 30% attack up for the entire party, but it also has a bestowed effect that gives 5 hate up, making any unit that equips this into a tank. I also wanted to mention the beloved Sidekick Chocobo card, even though this does not come at max level. This is a MR card, but it has agility up 10%, which is very good. In case you don't get the Black Rose Helena card, you could level this card in the hard quest even though it's an MR card, because I still think this is a very powerful effect. That wraps up this vision card guide. Remember to join my Discord if you'd like to ask more specific questions, and you can also check out the other videos on this War of the Visions Beginners playlist in order to learn more about the game.